Alright, so new entry of the DP podcast. When you gaze into the abyss gazes back into you. And when the abyss gazes back into you, you gaze back into the abyss. Everything shines in the darkness through the light. Alright, so this one kind of gonna go into more so sanity and insanity, as well as manipulation, but truly just sanity and manipulating. To be specific. Alright, so sanity basically has everything to do with your spirits, as in your ancestors. So the essence, the core of your soul is your ancestors, and your ancestors are your spirits, and those spirits are what protects you, shields you, and guard you, your soul and your mind, which is why through your mind, your soul shines. That is the essence of the core of your soul, which is your ki, your chi, uh, your kai, okay, your kinesthetic inner chi, all of it. The essence of what you refer to as life force, yin, yang, the balancing. When you refer to the Merkabah, is multiple triangular figures or pyramidic figures, as in like pyramids put together, and one of those forms that is well known is the mind, the spirit, and the vessel. You believe it to be called the body. And then between that, which some others don't realize, is the spirit. The spirit is the balancing force, the core. The solar plexus actually is where your spirits reside, not not just where your soul. No, actually, no, not where your soul resides. Your soul resides at a higher dimension than that of your spirits, because your spirits are the balancing between the lower self and the higher self. It is the middle self. Okay, it is the core within that exists within the middle self, which connects the higher self with the lower self, as in the soul with the vessel through the mind. Okay, so the mind is the middle self, higher self is the soul, lower self is the vessel, which you believe to be called as the body. The reference to the sanity and what this has to do with manipulation is that manipulating and manipulation tactics have everything to do with you not necessarily losing, disconnecting with your spirits, or causing your spirits to disconnect with you, or putting you in a position where your spirits must abandon you, because yes, they will. Your ancestors will fuck you up if you try to do some weird shit, and you go out of your way to sacrifice yourself for whatever gains that you, or interest that you believe is benefiting you in a moment that is not within, that is basically you just putting yourself in a position to be a fallen god, goddess, entity. God, goddess, deity, angel, being, sound, a soul. It's like that's not acceptable, because what others don't know or haven't realized yet per se is that your spirits is what basically makes up of the Almighty God. It is the Almighty God, to be exact, and the Almighty God does not play. Okay, so when you're connected with your ancestors, you're connected with the Almighty God. That is the God within. That is what makes allows your soul to be the God within. That is what immortalizes your soul. It allows your soul to reincarnate, basically. But nonetheless, that's not relevant. So, anyways, your sanity, if you're paying attention to, or reflecting actually on the previous episodes, is once again your innocence. And that innocence is also referred to as your light, because the light comes out of the darkness, and when it comes out of the darkness, it must go back into it. So in what that has to do with manipulating, once again, is that manipulating is there to corrupt your soul, so that way your soul isn't protecting, shielding, and guarding your spirits, which are your ancestors, which are there to guide you, shield you, and protect you, and show you what's in the way to get out. You're not here to fight. You're not here to war. You're not here to do anything like that. The whole point is for you to keep going, get out. So you can kind of witness some cinemas, which is basically what you call a movie, what you believe to be called a movie, or a motion picture, to be exact. Actually, you can witness 1 and 2, which is called Lovecraft Country and Get Out. They're both significant because, and at a certain point in the episodes, and as well as the cinema, you will notice that the whole point of your ancestors is to show you how to get out. There's an episode where one of the characters in the episodes of Lovecraft Country comes in contact with the memories of his ancestors through the maternal line, which is the feminine line of his bloodline, which is your blood is your spirits, mixed up with your spirits, which is the Almighty God, running through your vessels veins, which is why they are known as why it's referred to in science as blood vessels. Get it? Okay, cool. Okay, so because those are the vessels in which your ancestors, the Almighty God, flows through, which is the river, the valley of what you refer to as, or believe to refer to as, the valley of death. Okay, where all things begin and end, as you refer it to or believe it to be called. But the episode basically shows how his ancestors are guiding him on the ways and how and what to do to get out of a burning house, in that example, because your ancestors only allows you to exist by continuing to exist as they are incarnated. So as your ancestors are incarnated with their souls and you are incarnated with your souls, the only real reason why you are able to even exist within that bloodline, within that, still with that connection to the Almighty God, and incarnate with your vessel, with that vessel, to be exact, that you currently have, is because your ancestors got out. They figured out how to get out, or they were shown how to get out, and the importance of that is because they remained and maintained their innocence. They did not lose. They did not disconnect from their core. Okay, and you'll hear a lot about some references to your core beliefs, your core this, your core that. The core is the center of your soul. The core is so your spirits reside within your soul, but your soul resides within your mind, and your spirits reside within your mind, which resides within your soul. That's the reason why it resides within your mind. And your soul is there to guide you on how to get out of the situations that you're in, to get out, continue going. It is not there to help you to keep fighting, to put yourself in trouble, to stick up for others, all that other weird shit, bullshit. Like, nah, bro. You're not suffering, you're not sacrificing shit. The moment you do that, you end up going through true experiences where you put the Almighty God in a position to have your source energy, its source energy, which is you, your soul, siphoned through it, as in, like, your spirits begin to become siphoned through your soul, which causes you to lose connection with your soul. It's never gone, but it's like it's dampened. It becomes shallower and shallower, to put a imagery to exactly how it appears if it were to actually be physical experiences. And then that's when you kind of have the moment where you realize that you are what you believe to be called losing your innocence. Next episode.